Greetings and salutations, my little whippersnappers. Day, I don't even remember anymore. I think it's 8 or 9. Hasn't been a month yet. I had to resist the urge to weigh myself today. And it's not because, for anything. It's just I just don't want to do it too often. Because then I guess, honestly, the main reason is because I don't want to be disappointed, I guess, in case nothing's been happening, which is a great possibility. Considering my health conditions and the water that I retain and so on and so forth. I swell up sometimes because of my congestive heart failure. But, it is what it is. This week's been really cool. Some cousins of mine they came down to visit. Probably one of side note, why do you want your car to sound like that? I don't get it. I've always wondered that. I guess to each their own, right? Anyways, I was saying, my cousins are down from Texas, and they've kind of gone through the same situation as myself and my family with the death of a loved one. My uncle, my dad's brother, passed away. And you guys already know how I feel about that. So it is a very difficult time when something like that happens. But we've been having a really good 3 days since they got here. Good morning. Good, and yourself? Good. There went my gimbal again. I think it's time to update it. And what I mean by update is buy a new one. This one's at least 7 years old, maybe 8. So if anybody out there wants to contribute, let me know. But as always, buenos dias. As always, I forget to tell you today's date is the 19th of August 2026. It's been starting a little earlier and earlier every time. And it's a little darker than usual. And you know what that means, right? That means winter is just around the corner. And I love it. I'm here for it. Buenos días. I'm a winter guy. I would much rather be in the winter than in the summer. 150%. Can't stand being hot. All right, I had to figure that thing out again. See how it's all wiggly jiggly, kind of like me. I get it. Anyway, I heard a funny joke. Like, it might be inappropriate for a lot of people, but whatever. I thought it was hilarious. The girl said, "What did one boob say to the other boob?" Said, "We need to get some support or people are going to think we're nuts." Sorry, not sorry, I guess. I thought that was hilarious. Again, you guys got to remember, I'm very easily amused. And I'm probably going to get some feedback from that, but whatever. I'll expect it. Anyway, I was saying, my cousins are down. And Erube is probably one of the 5 guy friends that I know I can count on for everything and anything. Niall, that's another one. And that, no disrespect to my other friends, but these guys would give me the shirt off their back. These guys would go to war with me. I always like to think of this movie meme that I've seen many times. I'm not even sure what movie it's from, but it's a guy talking to his other guy friend. He says, "Hey, I need your help." He says, "But you can't ask me where we're going. You can't ask me why we're doing it. And some people are going to get hurt." And his friends look at him and he responds with, "Whose car are we taking?" They're those kinds of friends. They wouldn't ask questions. They wouldn't worry about consequences. They wouldn't worry about who, where, and why. They would just wonder whose car we're taking. Tim, Zeke, those are my ride or dies, I guess is what they call them. I'd like to call them brothers, because that's exactly what they are to me. I had to stop recording for a little bit because my arm starts to hurt from holding up the gimbal. So, and then, again, because I'm new to this whole thing, and I started to breathe really hard, and I started to think, man, I wonder if they can hear me going all so so I see, this is one of those times where I make myself laugh. But anyway, yeah. So I stopped recording after before I finished walking. But I mean, you guys have already excuse me. You guys have already kind of seen where I work. I think I'm going to change it up. Just every now and then. I mean, this is always going to be my home park, but I think I'm going to change it up. Maybe I started scoping out some other little places here in town. I know there's one over the Arturo Munoz Park over near my church. I could go walk over there. That park is a lot smaller than this, but it's got a little like racetrack around it, paved and stuff. So I might go try that one out one morning, just to change up the scenery, just to change it up a little bit. There's maybe one of these days I'll take a drive up to Bakersfield early and walk the Bluffs. The Bluffs is beautiful. I don't know if local people know exactly what I'm talking about. In fact, one of the pictures in my either opening or close, I can't remember which one it is. It's the picture where it's like some mountains and some really poofy blue sky and white clouds. That picture was taken at the Bluffs. It's very beautiful. It depends on the time of year, of course, and whatever, but it's very, very beautiful to go over there. So I might change it up. And like I said, next week, my plans are to go to Universal Studios Hollywood and do some walking over there and some vlogging over there. Show off maybe some merch, maybe do a little quick I don't want to say update, because I've never done any kind of vlog on it, but Universal Studios Hollywood Halloween Horror Nights is coming up. So they're starting to set up all the houses, the mazes, all the different decorations for Halloween. So that's something else that I want to do. Maybe that'll be fun. But again, I got to make sure that that's possible before I go. But to get back to the whole friends thing, yeah, it's one of them said something last night that really, really struck a chord. He said, hey, Rock, dude, call me, dude, whenever. He says, man, he says, bro, if you go, or if you die, or if you leave, or whatever, he goes, dude, I got no one. He's like, you're my brother. You're it. And number one, that made me feel very, very proud, very happy. I almost got emotional because a lot of you guys already know that I'm a big, baby, and I said, no, dude, yeah, man, me too, bro. I mean, I know what it's like, and he said it straight out. He goes, dude, it's not like I can't make friends. He says, but this is it, So anyway, we excuse me, last night, myself and Rube and Nayo, we went up to my old stomping grounds, our old stomping grounds. We used to go to a little place about 6 or 7 miles that way, to a place we used to call it The Hill. Shout out to Martin Garza, another one of the co-founding fathers. Leo, I don't think Leo watches these, but Leo Cantu, another one of my close friends. We used to go out there. I got a story about that. One day me and Leo were out there, and it's out in the country, hills, foothills, if you will. Orchards are all around us, just dirt roads. And we were out there. I used to go out there. For those of you who know, and for those of you who don't know, you might be a little surprised now. I used to go out there I used to smoke, and I would go out there. I was a closet smoker. Nobody knew that I did, or at least, I thought nobody knew. I hoped nobody knew. How's that? So anyway, I used to go out there with my chair by myself, sit down, smoke a cigarette or two, whatever, yell, scream, cry, do whatever I had to do. And it was just very surreal, very serene for me, very therapeutic to be able to look at the stars, listen to the sounds. There's a bunch of coyotes around here, so you would hear the coyotes hooting and hollering, and just see falling stars and just the planes flying overhead. It's so beautiful. It's just something, if you have never experienced it, you may not know what I'm talking about, but just think of whatever makes you happy, think of whatever calms you down, and that's what it was for me. So anyway, we returned last night. I still go up by myself every now and then, maybe once or twice every 2-3 months, just to hang out, because obviously I don't smoke anymore, but that's besides the point. And we went out and we were just reminiscing, we were just talking, laughing, remembering lots of, man, I could tell you some stories, but those are stories that are going to go to the grave. There's some that I can share, but not all of them. For example, the one with Leo, we were out there, just me and Leo, and we're just hanging out, kicking back, talking, having a good time, whatever, just chilling. And it was kind of windy that day, maybe breezy, not windy, breezy. And I'm standing kind of up against the car, looking towards the west. Leo is standing in front of me, he's looking towards the east. And behind Leo, there's another road, an access road, if you will, for the orchards, or for the whatever you want to call them. Excuse me. And all of a sudden, I guess Leo must have heard something behind him. he starts to scream, "Rocky!" And he gets behind me, uses me as a shield. He buries his head in my back, and he's screaming at the top of his lungs, and he's got his arm under my arm, and he's pointing. He's going, "Over there, I don't know, over there." And so I turned around, and I'm getting ready to fight or take on whatever was coming, right? It was a bag rolling on the dirt road from the wind. So what he heard was the bag just kind of going, and he freaked out. Oh man, that was at first. We both laughed afterwards, and then it hit me. I'm like, dude, you were gonna throw me to the wolves? What the hell? You got straight behind me, bro. And then we kind of laughed about that too. But anyway, it's just goofy little things like that you remember. It's funny. Me and Ube and a couple other guys, Angel, jeez man, Pablo, Jaime, golly. Now I'm talking in infantry. No, when I was a kid, man, when I was 10, 11, 12, 13 years old, growing up at the church, we all had our little clique, if you will. It was always, even in middle school, it was myself, it was Diego, it was Pablo, it was Jaime, it was Eliu, Caesar. I hope I don't leave anybody out, but it was, those were some good times, man. Some really good times. Yeah, I know. I guess it's story time today, but anyway, I guess what I'm trying to say is you gotta make time for people. You gotta make time for your friends. You gotta make time for your family. It's very important. Very, very important. Make sure you tell somebody that you love them. Make sure you tell somebody how much you appreciate them. Make sure you tell somebody that you're there for them, because you never know when somebody needs to hear those kinds of words. I used to write poetry. I still do occasionally, but I don't publicize it anymore because it's gotten a little bit darker from back in the days when I first started writing. It was all about love and, oh, I love this girl, and oh, I love that girl. Anyway, that's another story time for another day. But yeah, so my poetry, my writings have gotten a little bit darker, actually a lot darker. I've written some really good stuff, and I've thrown it away. Either thrown it away or burned it, or nobody's ever seen it. And of course I do kind of regret that, because it would have been cool to have some of that stuff and just remember, reflect on it. But I used to write, and I remember one line that I made up. I can't remember exactly how it was, but it was something like, what if, I remember it says, you say that actions speak louder than words, but what if those words is the one thing, or are the one things, or are the things that one person needs to hear? I am a very touchy-feely kind of person. I'm a hugger. Boy, girl, woman, man, I don't care. I hug. I'm a hugger. And I need to feel the embrace. I need to feel the touch. I need to hear. The actions are cool. I love it. Yeah, great. You love me, and you show me by whatever, taking me out, giving me a ride, whatever, just goofy little things. But some people need to hear it. Some people have such low self-esteem, or just don't get it enough to figure out the actions, because maybe they've been hurt before. Maybe somebody used those actions against them. So tell someone, show them, absolutely, but tell them physically, speak to them, tell them that you love them, tell them that you're here for them, tell them, again, going back to church, to service, Sunday service, the encouragement. They need encouragement. They don't need to be reprimanded. Oh, you're doing this wrong. No, okay. Oh, hey, well, you messed up, but let's figure out how to do it right. Be there for them. It's very, very crucial to let them know that you're there, that you hear them, that you see them, and that you love them. So, okay, I'm off my soapbox. Sometimes I wonder if this is the part where you guys turn off the video, or if this is the part that you guys want to hear. So anyway, I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing. I really appreciate it. Again, I know it sounds like a broken record. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for subscribing. Thank you guys for commenting, liking, supporting. Excuse me. Oh, there goes like CHP. I wonder what's going on over there. Anyway, CHP hardly ever gets over here. But anyway, shirt of the day. Let me see. Hopefully this gimbal won't mess up on me. I think I got to get up slowly so that it follows me. See? Oh, cool. Today's shirt of the day is Punisher. This guy, for those of you who haven't seen Spider-Man, the new one, Brand New Day, he comes out in it. And that's not a spoiler because, excuse me, because he comes out in the trailer, so everybody knows that. Man, I'm telling you, this early morning stuff. I'm not a coffee drinker, so there's no heat gets in there. I drank a Gatorade before I got off the car, just so that I could be hydrated and get some electrolytes and stuff. But yeah, having some good time this week with my cousins. A couple other cousins of mine are coming down, Oscar and Kenny. Oscar's up in Ventura. Kenny is in, I think, Tulare or Visalia, one of those two. So they're going to come down to see my dad. My dad really enjoys the company. He enjoys it when people come and visits him. And to be completely honest and blunt, not enough people do it. That's another thing. You have to. You can't just say that you're going to do something. Do it. I know I just said you have to talk. People you need to hear, but it's different with the older folk. They need to hear. My dad is oh my gosh, he is so bad. When we go to church, he'll sit in his regular spot way in the back because it's just easier for him because he doesn't have to walk so far. And lots of people come in and out to that same door. And sometimes people are busy, or sometimes people just forget and they just walk by him. They don't say hi to him. And oh my goodness, does he remember? I tell him all the time, I says, Dad, you don't remember how to use a remote control, but you remember who didn't say hi to you at church? Come on. Chihuahuas, man. I know I'm different. Come after me in the comments if you want. It'll give you a reason to comment on my video. Chihuahuas. It's crazy times right now, but we're good. We're moving forward. We're still going. Make sure you guys comment down below. Again, start asking me questions about who I am, what I do, what do I like, so on and so forth. I eventually want to do that video of just answering questions, or maybe just talking about myself, and so that way everybody gets to know who I am, what I do, what makes me tick. But again, thanks again for coming along for the ride, you guys. I really appreciate it. I think this video is long enough. I think I'm going to end it with a video of myself and my sister Rachel at Disneyland from about 8 or 9 years ago, maybe less, I don't remember. But anyway, we got to ride in the front captain's cabin of the monorail. It's pretty fun. It's pretty cool. If you haven't done it, do it. All you got to do is ask. Just ask one of the cast members if they're allowed. They don't allow it all the time, but when they do, it's pretty cool. It's a very different perspective. It's like, wow, this is a trip. So anyway, enjoy this another 4 or 5 minute ride on the Disneyland monorail from the front seat in the captain's chair. All right. Thanks again for you guys for watching. Make sure you comment, make sure you like, smash the like button, hit the like button as much as you can, please. Share this video with all your friends and family. Again, I know I ramble and I know whatever, but it's interesting, it's fun, and I hope you guys are really enjoying this. I really do. And if you're not, well, thanks anyway for watching. I really appreciate it. One of these days, I'll sit here and talk trash about other vloggers that I watch. Oh, there I go again, making myself laugh. But anyway, thank you guys. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Enjoy this video of myself and my sister. You're not going to see us, but you might hear us. You might hear me speak a little bit. Very interesting for the perspective on the monorail, the Disneyland monorail, from the front captain's cabin. So hope you guys enjoy this. Remember, thanks again for coming along for the ride. Remember, there's strength in numbers, but there's hope in one. God bless you guys.
Go.
To those of you who have just joined us, welcome aboard the Disneyland monorail. For your safety, please remain seated, keeping your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the cabin. Watch your children, and no smoking, please.
Bienvenidos a bordo. Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren y cuide a los niños. Por favor, se ruega no fumar. Gracias.
We're now en route to our final
Monorail
stop,
is in Zone 9.
the Tomorrowland Monorail Station. Along the way, you can get a bird's eye look at the downtown Disney District, Disney's Grand California
Zone
Hotel
9.
and Spa,
Zone
and Disney
9.
California Adventure. To the left of the monorail is the main entrance of Disneyland, the happiest place on earth. Disneyland is truly an American original. Since its opening in 1955, it has hosted hundreds of millions of guests from around the world, including presidents, kings, and celebrities. It is the original Disney theme park, created and enjoyed by Walt Disney himself. To the right is our transportation plaza, where you'll find taxis, hotel shuttles, and public transit stops.
Monorail red, copies. Monorail blue, exiting the park.
Still have it for our other two tickets. Still have it for our other two tickets, and I don't see why we can't just scan our other tickets.
This is Tomorrowland, a land inspired by science fact and fantasy. Below us is the Submarine Lagoon, where you can dive into a fantastic underwater adventure aboard the Finding Nemo submarine voyage. Across the way are the icy peaks of Matterhorn Mountain, home of the world's most famous bobsled run. And beneath us is the Autopia, where drivers of all ages can travel the road to tomorrow. As we cruise over Tomorrowland, our pilot would like to share a few program reminders.
Hello everyone, welcome aboard Monorail Red. For your enjoyment, Disneyland will be open today until 6 p.m. We have 2 monorails in operation, leaving our stations in 10-minute cycles. Last monorail for the night will depart the Tomorrowland station for the downtown Disney station promptly at 6 p.m. So if you wish to catch that last monorail, be sure to be in our line no later than 6 p.m. Disneyland is a smoke-free park, so if you smoke, we do ask that you only smoke in our designated smoking area. For more information on the location of our smoking area, just refer to your Guide to the Magic map or ask any cast member. On behalf of Monorail crew, we hope you're all enjoying your ride aboard the train of the future, Monorail Red.
To the right of the monorail, you just might spot the sparkling gold spires of one of Disney's most beloved attractions. It's a small world. And now we're riding alongside the happiest kingdom of them all, Fantasyland, home to Pinocchio, Snow White, Peter Pan, and other storybook characters.
What do you want to know? Genius, yeah. Matterhorn or Big Space Mountain? No, we'll go on Matterhorn next. Okay.
Even if it goes 20
We're now approaching the Tomorrowland monorail station, our final destination. Please remain seated until the monorail comes to a complete stop. Then collect your belongings, watch your head, and step carefully from the train. On behalf of all of our crew, thanks for traveling with us. And we hope you'll have a happy and memorable visit here at Disneyland. This is the Tomorrowland monorail station.